Video 7a, I'm going to talk about the grids. Hello, this is Mark from RanchHand, and I want to talk to you about using grids. Most of the data in RanchHand comes in grids at some point. You can see it in a grid, whether it's animal records or breeding records or health treatments and different things. Primarily the animal grids is the main one, so that's what we're going to talk about here. So let's go into our view animals and see our grid. And using the sample database, you can actually tell that by seeing sample up there. That's the sample data set. And here's our grid. We can see all of our records here. We can scroll this if there's more. And we can sort on these columns. You can see that little arrow there. That means it's sorting by the ID. If we click that again, it's sorting it the other way. Perhaps we want to sort by status. And we can actually do a double sort here. Let's say we wanted to sort by status or location, let's say. We'll click on location, move that out so you can see the little arrow. And then if I hold the shift key down, it will actually sort by another column. And 1 and 2, that means it's sorting by location, then status, and even within then I could do another one. Keeping the shift key down, I click again, and it's a third one. So we can do that, and we can undo it. We can right click and manually unsort that column, or we can just click another column and it just undoes that. So we went to name. Let's go back to ID. Another way to look at your data is perhaps you want to filter it and make it smaller. And that's what this filter does up here. We can go and just grab just our bulls or just our cows, or perhaps we want to, let's say maybe we want to find just animals that are nursing, or maybe the ones on feed. And so we can do things, and some of you may say, hey, wait a minute, I don't have a filter bar here. And I said, that's possible, it may be turned off. And so I just want to show you, if you don't see that, go up to this filter icon here on the toolbar. This strips your toolbar. And the first thing here, filter bar, you see that check mark that says the filter's on. See, if I turn that off, it goes away. So if you don't see it, go in here, turn it back on, and you'll have it. We can also see, and I'm going to clear this off by just taking that space, which just means any status then. And we can search on things. I could search on Q, maybe 7, 9, so it does an incremental search. It actually searches any of the ID fields. That would be ID, name, could be registration number, anything identifying that animal. It does not search every single column though. It doesn't search, let's say like the location or something. But if I had the EID number, I could search for it right there. And these columns up here are these icons on the toolbar that let you do things here. We can see we can add a record, edit that record, delete it, print it. Some of these go by the selection. So like action, if I select a bunch of records and I do the multi-record, I can do things like add calve a cow or add a health record or to that whole group there that's selected. And you can see that, let's say like when we print. I'm going to go do a print, and let's say I have a herd inventory report. I selected about 14 animals here, or I can actually go to this tab and just say, regardless of my selection, just do all the data. And you can see in this case I have 30 animals here in that herd inventory. But that's what that selection does for you. So you can print it, and if you print, you're either printing that selection or everything. And at the bottom also there's a summary there that just tells you a little bit about these grids. But this is used other places too. Like I said, if there's health treatments and stuff, they all have the same concepts. Perhaps some sort of a filter. Won't be as elaborate, but sorting on the columns and things of that nature. Thank you very much.